Hi everyone, today I've got a little bit of a different challenge video for you, and basically I saw Crazy Comic Lady and Sakurans do the cheap felt tip challenge and I thought that looked so much fun, so I thought I'm going to go to Poundland, which for those that don't live in England, or rather Great Britain, they have these shops that sell everything for £1. So everything you pick up is just £1 each, kind of like a dollar store, or I don't know if they have like Euro stores or anything like that. But yeah, you just pick up something for £1. And I said I won't spend more than £5, and I have to get some art supplies for a picture. And what I'm going to do is create the entire picture with this, with the exception of my pencil and my eraser, because I would have had to buy, I would have had to substitute one of these things, but even the paper is going to be super cheap. So, well, it's super cheap, it's probably, I haven't even opened or tried any of these yet, so you're going to see first impressions of how bad these are. And I don't know, I hope I don't come across as some kind of snob, because I am so used to Copic markers now that something like this is probably going to seriously offend me. I'm only kidding, but yeah, so I'm going to try each one out. I've got 20 sketch pens in a handy box. I actually will keep this box. I'll probably give all of these art supplies to my little brother. He's only 10. I'll just give them to him, he could do what he wants with them. Even he would be like, oh, these are so bad, Morgan. But I really like the little box, so I'm going to keep the box. And they feel like they've got nothing in them. Oh boy. But half of these are completely dried up as well, because you always used to get cheap markers, cheap felt tip pens, and they were just, half of them were already gone, so yep, there's those. Sketch, not to be confused with Copic sketch. And then I decided I needed something to outline with, and actually I really like these. I'm going to use all the coloured ones, or I'm going to use all of them in my planner. I've got a new planner now, I've got 2, so these are going to be like my colour coordination. Like, I have actually used the pink one. They're not bad for £1 actually. I think there's 10 in there, and they're all different colours, and they actually write really well and opaque. That doesn't mean it's going to be a good art supply. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm actually going to keep these and use these all myself. 30 colouring pencils, and you can just tell like how bad these are going to be. I used to use these when I was about 14 or 15 anyway. Like, I didn't have a preference for a brand, but obviously when I started my first job and started getting my money and then my student loans, I would obviously spend money on stuff that, you know, cost a bit more. I don't even go for like mega expensive pencils now. I use these Derwent Coloursoft. Like, to me, when I bought these were so expensive, and then I found out about things like polychromos. Yeah, so I keep all my favourite ones in my pencil case, but these are nice, so they're not the highest end, so I'm not too fussed on pencil crayon quality. I don't use them enough to really bother, but I know that these are going to be potentially disastrous. Probably not as bad as the felt tips though. I think I'm going to be more shocked by the felt tips. Or maybe this, because I decided to get myself some watercolours as well, because the markers don't cover a large area. So I thought, well, why not get some £1 watercolours? And they kind of just look like eyeshadows. I'm not expecting anything great from them either, and I will also use this brush. I'm not even joking, I'm not going to use my nice brushes. I'm going to use this one. Oh dear. Okay. And then the last thing was I either bought like a stack of really nasty paper. There was no like computer paper or anything. And I just wanted plain paper. I didn't want lined paper. There's so many lined notebooks. I haven't opened this yet, so here we go. decided to go with this notebook. And it's kind of cute. It feels super cheap, but at least it's cute, and I probably wouldn't give it to my mum for Mother's Day. She'd be like, what's this for? That's just my mum now. So, okay. Oh no. Oh, it feels horrible, guys. Ugh. Oh God, it feels like... I don't know if you've ever been into a public toilet and the toilet paper's like shiny and scratchy. It kind of feels like that. It's like my toilet paper is nicer than this. Oh no. I think it's just because like I've literally just bought a stack of Copic Express It blending card, and then I'm like, I haven't even drawn in it yet, and I'm drawing in this. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's going to hold water very well. I don't know. We'll see. I've drawn on worse. I used to draw on receipt paper when I was bored at work in my old job. So I can do anything, seriously. I could do this. So actually I'll use this and we'll do a test of these beautiful art supplies. That's convenient. So obviously, at the end of the day, buying expensive equipment doesn't make you a better artist. It just makes a difference. Like, yes, you get high quality colours, high quality inks, you get the options for refillable markers and stuff like that. With the case of pencil grains, obviously they blend more, they have better lasting sort of leads and all of that, but so at the end of the day, your tools are only as good as you. So I know really famous artists who don't use a Cintiq, they don't use Photoshop, they use things like MS Paint. At the end of the day, getting better at art doesn't involve buying lots of equipment, like expensive products and equipment. It just involves a lot of practice no matter what you use. So there's my little disclaimer. But I would try brown. Let's try. I like this yellow. I really like this yellow. Let's have a look. Hey, that's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's bleeding quite a bit. Does it go through? No. They're actually not that bad. They feel like chopsticks. But yeah, they're not that bad. I'm pleasantly surprised that I won't be selling my Copics anytime soon. They're actually really bright colours. So let's try these then. Oh, they're actually not that bad either, because I thought they would have that kind of like greasy feel that you get with like cheap pencil crayons. Not as bad as I thought, but I've had worse than that, believe me. And I already know these are pretty cool, so these are going to be my outlining pens. Oh, they've got these cool little plastic caps on. Oh no. There we go, it's working. Yeah, these are actually really nice. I might go back and get like another set, just because they're really nice. Like, they're really nice flowing ballpoint. I'm very surprised with these. And then the last thing to try is these. So I'll open them and I'll go get some water. Okay, let's try this. Let's go for this colour because this is the nicest colour. This brush is bad. I feel like these paints are actually alright. But this brush is going to seriously let the team down. Oh, what's that? That's not a colour. Okay, we need some fresh paper for this. So, we've got the blue. It's not too bad. Oh, there we go. So they're actually not too bad. And now I've got this whole little pot of water. Oh, be careful. They're actually not that bad, but this brush is like, it's so bad. So I'll pause the recording here, and this is not going to hold up well. Look at that. And I'll sit and sketch something out. Okay, so I've waited until the next morning to film this because the lighting wasn't the best last night, and I just wanted to kind of like sleep and then sketch. I was so tired last night when I started filming this video. So I've drawn my character Nana, and she's actually, this isn't to scale because I've drawn my two little boys here, my little budgies. And she's actually a lot shorter than that, so I've made them bigger, but not as big as they actually would be. They'd be kind of like this big in comparison to her because she's quite short. I think she's like 3 foot, 4 foot something, I don't know. But she's like a little elf, and I do have a little story revolving around her that I can sort of talk about a little bit more, but I'm going to make her into a children's book at some point, so she's kind of on the back burner for now. But anyway, I've got a print of her here that it's a really old drawing, so I'm going to be putting this into the sale. And this is when I changed her hair to short. It used to be quite long and have pieces here, so I've kept that. I mean, I drew this in like 2013. So, but yeah, you can see she likes spiders, and that's part of her story as well. So obviously that spider would be like a normal tiny spider. Like big spiders would be like this big. And I don't particularly like spiders, but oh well. So I'll speed up this the drawing part of the video, and I will narrate over it with my microphone instead. So let's start. Okay, so this is the part that's going to be sped up, just obviously the drawing part. And I did actually have a lot of fun with this. The art supplies weren't as bad as I thought they would be. The pencil crayons were still a bit like waxy, a bit crap, they didn't layer properly. But I actually kind of had fun with this. It was a little bit sort of freeing almost, like because the art supplies weren't mega expensive, then I wasn't scared to muck things up. Yeah, the one thing that I noticed was that my line work obviously looked like it was drawn with a ballpoint pen, and that's mostly like what my artwork looked like when I was about 14 or 15, and I used to outline everything in a ballpoint pen. So it's a flashback, oh no. And Nana on her shoulders there, you can see that she's got Bumble and Pixel, and you'll see me colour them in, and they're not the right colours at all because the colours that I selected were the best ones. There's like no lighter yellow, so Bumble's a bit orange, he's gone for a fake tan, and Bumble isn't that bright of a blue, he's actually more of a powdery blue, but I don't have that in that box. So Yeah, I tried to add more line weight and it wasn't working. It just wouldn't happen. Oh yeah, here we go, I'm colouring Pixel in now. And Bumble, a nice orange Bumble. But yeah, the pencil crayons were really quite, what's the word? I just want to say waxy, like they had no substance to them, like they couldn't go any darker, they couldn't layer, I couldn't get any depth from them whatsoever, and obviously they were just £1, so that's what you expect. But it was kind of frustrating because Nana's sweater, her jumper here, is actually a lot darker, and then I tried to add shading with a pen and the more pen I added, like you can't layer this, it's not like Copics, the more pen I added the worse it got, and then the paper started like crumbling. Oh, it was a lot of fun though. Yeah, I tried to do the hair like I would do with Copics, but it doesn't work. I couldn't get the pencil crayon to layer, obviously, and then she's just got like yellow and orange hair. Oh gosh. And then her skin colour is actually kind of like, she's mixed race, but the browns I had weren't dark enough, they were just like powdery brown. It's like, there's no way to describe it really. It was just like I couldn't get the colour I wanted for her skin either. There was either like that brown or really brown, and it just wasn't the right colour for her. But yeah, the watercolours were actually fun because I don't even use watercolours normally, so I have no skill or any talent with watercolours whatsoever. But here we go. I tried to make a background and the paper buckled like immediately. It's obviously not watercolour paper. So to try and make clouds without using white paint, I just didn't paint in the clouds. I don't even know if that's a technique. I don't know how watercolours work. Like, do you leave the white paint, the white bits for white? I don't know. But yeah, it's coming to the end now, and I just added some marker pen into the background to make some more shapes. But this was a lot of fun, and I recommend it. It's an easy challenge for anyone to be able to do. Unlike stuff like the 3 marker challenge, if you don't have markers you can't do it, and if you want to just do like a cheap art supply challenge, then go ahead. It's super easy and you only need to spend a few pounds, and you can still create semi-decent artwork with it. It's just not going to have the same effect overall, and at the end of the day, it's not how much you spend but how you use them. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!